Okay.
How did we get here?
Yeah, because you have
Deborah
one.
Cox, how did we get here?
Lord. Okay. Well, here we go. Ready for the clack. And what's up, Jinx?
It's poppin', son.
Hey, man.
People over profits, yes.
Hey, just be a good person.
Hello.
I feel like a singing group today. Because we almost have on the same color.
We're not doing
I
that
would
to
like
the
the
people.
singing group, and I brought the wrong sweatshirt. I was like, I thought you meant the cream one.
What is wrong with you, Dre?
Okay. Welcome to the Good Negroes. Folks.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Yes. Today, we have an impromptu topic. We were going to talk about the crime.
Did you ask for sex? You thought it was a great topic.
Well, only because as a man, I've been there.
Asking for sex. Maybe it's the wording I'm trouble with.
A WID, if you want to have sex with your dude, is asking for sex. It's so cold tonight. I would love to have
Come hold
some
me.
warmth. Holding me is a way to ask for sex.
Come hold
So that
me.
all these are asked. It doesn't have to be,
Are they?
hello, I would like to put my penis into your vagina.
What accent was that?
German. I thought you would, it'd be better
That was
for you
awful.
to understand.
And first of all, I don't ever want to.
When I was younger, I left pussy on the table because I wanted to come up with a more elegant word.
Left pussy on the table.
I left it on the table. It's
not a bad place
I
to
didn't
be.
know how to execute. I didn't know how to ask. Right? So
Every man out there is like, I know that feeling.
yeah, dudes have done it, and then you have to just be like, yeah, there's.
I didn't know you could leave pussy on the table in the same way you can leave money on the table. I
Yes.
did not know that.
There
I'm
were
today
times
years
where
old.
it could have popped, and I walked away like, man, I didn't want to push up on her a certain kind of way, and could have. And so there are ways to ask for sex.
A push-up is so sexy, though.
I mean, I was on a podcast with some younger women, probably early 30s.
Wait, hold on. You cheating on me?
I know, don't kick me off.
Ooh.
It was before our show.
The Good Negro podcast.
Yeah, no, it was before our show. But it was two women. They were talking about sexual coercion, and they were basically like, "You should always ask." And again,
As the man or as the woman?
as the man.
Only as the man?
Yep. I thought that was odd because I'm a read the room kind of guy.
Yeah.
I don't typically ask, but they're like, "You could read the room wrong." And there's times where a woman will just have sex with you
Sexual coercion.
because they feel coerced.
Okay, so there's valuable space to talk about this in terms of sex ed, like showing young girls that it's okay to have a voice and it's okay to say no. So there's a problem there in and of itself. So if you feel coerced and you're not being pressured, it's just situational and you don't know how to say no, I think we need to start at the why don't you know how to say no.
Yeah, I agree.
Right?
I mean,
Not to put it all on the women, on the females. As men, there's also a conversation that needs to be had, right? And maybe before, when you're younger and you don't know how to read those emotions or those things, maybe it is a good idea for you to ask and just to be clear. And please just find a sexy way to do it, because don't nobody want to just stop like, oh, you,
Yeah.
right?
Women, you mean for a woman?
I mean,
That's
just in
their-
general, like the
okay.
mood. That was kind of the mood.
That was the
Womp,
mood,
womp,
not the
womp,
thing.
not
Okay,
the
got
thing.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, because for me personally, that's tough because people always say they can't read me. And so for me, it's clear, right? But again, in a situation, don't ask. I'm going to tell you no if I need to. You'll get more cues.
I was not in the school of asking every single time. I would read the room. But I get it. But I also still think you can ask for sex. Like, people ask for it. Like, we can just be there and just be like, hey, what you trying to get some of this here?
What you trying to do?
See? That's a great ask. That's a
Yeah,
totally
just
great
put on
way
my
to
jagged
ask.
edge. I'd be like, what he said.
That's a great ask. I mean, at least you don't have to just, ask straight up, right? Like, hey, can we have intercourse today?
Can we have intercourse?
Right. That's how you.
Can we bump?
That's how you end up leaving it on the table.
Yeah.
But
That seems like you need to put schedule a calendar date and send an invite out so that you can knock pelvises or something because you would like to have intercourse. Let's put that on the books.
right. I mean, have you been
awful.
with a guy that you felt like, man, when is this dude gonna like make a move? because you felt like you were giving him the cues. You felt like he should have been reading the room.
So here's the thing. It depends on which day you catch me, because I can be the aggressor, right? So if I'm
Which
like
all men
tired
like, just
of,
ladies know that. Mm-hmm.
which I am when I am tired of waiting and I know that there are sparks flying and whatever, and just there's just nothing happening, I can figure out, like, I can make the move, or I can figure out how to
Why did
bring
you
it
like
up.
this?
I don't know.
Okay.
Why just focus right here?
Okay.
But yeah, so I can be. I don't honestly remember. Yeah, I did it once. I got myself in trouble. I did do that one time.
And the guy was like, "Hey,
No,
it's only the third date."
No, it wasn't anything like that. But
Okay.
it was just some. It's just.
Yeah.
It was the 8th day.
Yeah, it wasn't 8 days. Not the 8th date. 8 days.
8 days.
Yeah.
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 So what are some good lines? Let's give the people some good lines as to how to ask for sex.
I mean, you can ask through touch, right?
That's not asking. See, and that's how I operate, though, right?
Right.
Because it's a feel. Like, I'm a very much so like emotional, a sensual, a feely person. So it's all in, like, you'll get it not verbally necessarily, but you gonna know. And then maybe,
Yeah.
and then maybe, yeah.
But I mean, there's been times where I was getting all the signals, and then you start going, you go to, actually, and like, no. So,
Well, then
did
that's
I read
but
the
then you
room
have your
wrong,
answer.
or-
Well, maybe she just changed her mind too. So
Right.
but as long as you respect that, but you can have that dialogue, and you can make it sexy in the like little whispering in the ears,
Yeah.
and like that's sexy.
yeah.
So,
I mean, you can ask could be as simple as, like, what you want this? Do you want this right now, though? It could be as simple as
yeah,
that.
yeah. How bad do you want it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, I like it.
And another good one is jump on this dick. Like, you wait for them to say something, like, "Hey, I want to jump into the bed." You be like, "Jump on this dick."
So what do we say as women when you jump in this pussy?
That's a great way to ask. That is a great way to ask, ladies.
Oh God,
Or get up in this.
that would scare you, Griff. See, not all men are receptive to just jump in this puss. They're not.
Well-
Those words could never come out of my mouth if I'm honest. Like, why don't you just jump in my puss?
But
Like,
see,
this
the
is
problem
what?
with somebody stupid like me is I would be so funny that I would be even more attracted. I'd be like, "Man, she's so fucking funny.
Ah,
I'm gonna respectfully choke her tonight."
it's like, ooh, hello,
See?
hello.
Yeah. That's the other. Can I respectfully
I'm
choke
sitting
you?
here. I am fucking up all these leaves, right?
You sure are. Goodness.
I don't know this space anymore. I do not know this space
Yeah.
anymore.
I think you should make sure, but I think as guys, particularly if you're a dude that has left some on the table in the past, doesn't happen anymore. You can ask, and if they say no, that's fine. 8 days later, you just.
Either that one or on to the next one, huh? Hello.
But it's weird because, I mean, sometimes you may think it's popping. Somebody says no, but then you make out a little more, and then it's all good.
It'll change in a heartbeat. It can change in a heartbeat.
Okay.
It really can.
So that whole, like, a no doesn't mean no thing
Yeah,
still.
see, I knew you were gonna go there. I
That-
knew you were gonna go there.
That's the scary part. Well,
Yeah.
and I say that because I've been in that situation where it was like, no. Then maybe I worked some of my magic, and they were like, hey, and it popped. And I'm like, did I sexually coerce that person? Obviously, this is a new word to me, and I'm just discovering this because I've actually haven't done a lot of asking in my life. So I'm just like, did I coerce somebody?
No, I think and there are back and forths with it too. Sometimes you're like, there's the physical, there's the moral, there's the all those so many different components that influence, like, are we gonna do this right now? Like, is this gonna be the moment? Especially if it's like the first time, right? And so it's a back and forth with you're going back and forth with yourself. And so sometimes you might get the no, but not the no, like, don't touch me at all. And then you kind of keep moving forward and making out or whatever it is, touching, blah, blah, blah. And then before you know it, you're in a position, but you can always do, like, are you okay with this? Like, I've, in my younger days, people wanted to be sure.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And it was like,
Yeah.
are you good?
I think
Yes.
I think women like it. I don't know. Obviously,
Asking
you don't care.
or-
Yeah, y'all in this damn studio don't.
asking?
Yeah, y'all like, just touch my knee and I know it's popping.
Look, it's right here. And the energies and all that
What
other
about
shit,
this?
you
Is
know.
this a ask?
These are such relationship questions. I can't remember. It's been like 5 years.
Say you're in a relationship with someone and you're just having, and it doesn't have to be like boyfriend, girlfriend, but you're just someone you have sex with. Okay. So we'll just call that the blanket term relationship. Do you ask with that person? Like, cause there's times where sometimes with people you date, you could just be sitting there watching TV and just get up on them. And they're like, yeah, get it. Jump in this puss. No, I'm asking.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
If you're in a relationship where you're kind of having back and forth and you're arguing with the person, you're upset, like how do you ask for sex after that? Yeah, I generally just end up having it. Just some old angry.
So this is interesting
sorry.
because when I'm pissed, I don't generally want to have sex. It's on rare occasions, from what I remember. Like there'd be moments where I was like, I'd have that spiteful sex though. Like I'd be like,
What is spiteful sex?
I do that nigga shit. There was that spiteful shit in my younger days where we got in an argument and nobody was talking. And then I did all the dude shit, pinned him down, you had the sex or whatever. It was wonderful. Walked off and still did not talk to him until it was resolved. And so that was like that asshole
Ooh,
shit.
That sounds kind of
And he was like, did you just use me?
Use me.
Did you just use me? I mean, but really for the most part, if it's not, because it's everything. It's the emotional setting. It's the physical. Like if I'm pissed, it doesn't trigger for me to want to do anything with any of my parts. I'm cool. Why are you looking at me so confused?
Only because so many people have the kind of makeup sex.
Yeah.
Where they're like,
But
fuck you, then fuck you. They're like, you know what, but I'm so sorry because I
that
shouldn't have
feels
said fuck you. And they're like, you
toxic.
know, you're right.
That just feels
lots
unhealthy.
Of,
In your 40s, are we still doing that?
it happens. I think, yeah.
I can't remember the last time I had like this toxic back and forth on some fuck you, no, fuck me then. No, you fuck me.
Right. Actually, yeah, just any women that date me, we're not going to get into the fuck yous.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
I feel that is super disrespectful. I would not fuck you at that point. Fuck me, then fuck me. All right, then. Fuck you.
But you never know. Somebody might be able to say it to you like, oh, that's so fucking sexy. I want him to respectfully choke me.
You and this respectfully choking.
Because you're not trying to push nobody's. Oh, okay. Well, I actually did say that one time, respectfully choke, and they were like, you can disrespectfully choke me. I was like, great way to ask.
Yeah.
I think with some of the younger women, I think asking's a thing now. Okay?
Asking for permission. That is
so
weird.
for our
It makes
25
so much sense in the world we live in.
Yeah.
But it's not that's not how we were brought up.
Yeah, I mean, but if say you're on a college campus, you're 22, you should have graduated a year before, but you're still there. And you are.
Are we having flashbacks?
There's people, I graduated at 21, thank you. And, but, you know, you're in something and you didn't ask, and the next thing you know.
You're in something.
Yeah, so you're drinking at the party with the girl. Mm-hmm. And next thing you know, you had some drunken, wild sex with him. And they're like, he never asked me. We were so drunk. And in like a state like California, if somebody's drunk and you didn't ask, that's flat out rape. It's no different than if you just like snatched them off the street.
That's wild.
So
that's wild.
Younger people, they grow up in that environment. We grew up in the environment of like, oh, well, I was in the hotel room. I took a shower, and I guess it's cool.
You literally, as a man, you definitely have to protect yourself. You have to cover your ass, right?
Again, when you talk to like lawyers, like it's really hard to prove rape when there was consensual sex. That's why a lot of the stuff doesn't go out. But I do understand why it's actually important for that younger crowd. You probably should get used to asking, and ask cool. You know, like. You trying to jump on this dig?
Hey.
You know? That's how we do it.
All right, on that note, I think we should clean this confetti up. I'm confused.
Yeah,
I don't use a lot of words.
Because you don't have to ask Jinx, that's why.
Yeah, I don't use a lot of words. It's all like raw emotion, like energy and emotion. I don't use a lot of words.
No, hey, I'm the same.
Unless the energy and emotion evokes that. then
I get it. Yeah, I'm the
Yeah,
same.
I
I'm
don't-
not a big talker during sex even.
no.
I mean, I'd say
Let me
some
slap
stuff.
that ass. Let me spank
I
it.
think I
Call me
sound stupid
daddy.
when I say it. I definitely don't like to call me daddy. However,
Call me Andre.
every so often when I've heard it, I was like, oh, okay.
There you go. See,
Yeah.
looking.
Yeah.
Tried something new.
Hey.
Discovered something new.
Hey, nothing wrong with discovery.
Hello.
There it is. Okay. Thank you. Good Negroes.
You know what's in the back of my head this whole time?
Should have said it.
No, it's not about should have said it.
Jinx, stop thinking, man. Just let it out.
No.
Because we'll put it out no matter what,
No,
even if you want to
no.
edit it out. You think about some nigga that's like, she's talking about me.
No.
I didn't ask. Joss, what's going on?
Trying to not. No.
See, this is why people have to ask for sex, because this is confusing conversation right now.
That we ain't fucking, so there's nothing to be confused
Well,
about.
I see how it could go in the same thing, because we definitely are not. But
If I'm fucking you, you're gonna be clear.
you literally had all this confusion just now in this conversation. See, you still look confused. What do you want to say? Let it out, Jinx. That's what this show's about. I feel like those people on the reunion shows of reality shows.
That's kind of what this feels like. Like it's about to be edited and pasted together in some kind of.
Like, listen, Jinx. That's how you know if you're dating somebody.
Reality
You watch
shows?
reality, yeah,
Never had that problem
because you don't watch the shows. The guys end up watching the shows.
because of the girls.
Yeah. The next thing you know, you're trapped into Real Housewives of the Potomac. Sometimes there's so much sexual tension on those shows, it gets hot up in there.
Does it really?
Yeah.
So it's like a porn, like kind of like a.
Kinda sometimes. It's a visual journey, an experience that you can have by yourself, if you love yourself, or with another person. You never watch porn with somebody? You never put on VR glasses? Okay, maybe that's a lot. Put on VR glasses and yeah, you'd be like, fucking like, hold on. Oh, it slipped. Porn's always first in tech. All that compression technology for videos, porn. They need to get the technology a little better though, because you can't lay back.
Oh, what happens if you lay back?
Because, well, with VR porn, you can look around. So you see a person, from top to bottom like this. And you can be like, you can look around like that. So when you lay back, it thinks you're trying to look at the ceiling when you were really just trying to get access to yourself. This is outtakes that might go on our OnlyFans page.
Or what?
Our Patreon.
So you build one, you build one Cash App for the show, and now you want to go explore the.
We really
OnlyFans.
probably could make money off this. Porn talk, Negroes. Okay.
Men are so visual, like you can get away with all that VR stuff, but women are I think we're set up a little differently.
That's
so
true.
That's why porn doesn't really do much for
But you were talking about your battery operated devices earlier, and
that is entirely new to me in the last 2 years.
pandemic.
Maybe a little pre-pandemic, yeah.
Okay.
Supply and demand.
Why did that happen 2 years ago? Was there a shortage of men? Was there a war? Like, in Russia still suffers from that today because they lost hell of men. Now, you probably, not me, but you probably have male friends that,
Would be happy to
Probably.
help you with that. I'm sure I do.
because I see some
I'm
of them
sure
dudes
I
on your
do.
page be like, yeah, Jinx, you a strong woman. Keep laughing and joking. And they really want to say, trying to
Jump
get up
on
in
this
that
dick.
puss.
Yeah, this is great, Dre.
We're not even drinking today. Yep.
Yeah, that makes me feel good about myself. Thank you.
Hey. Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Good Negroes podcast. Behind the scenes.
I
Extras.
don't know how we gonna put all that together.
Oh, that's getting thrown in.
How we putting all that
We're
together.
putting that on the porn site version.
You know, it's not the kind of topics that I feel comfortable like if my parents were to see it. I'm like, that's just too much. I
How do
just
you
don't-
think entertainers feel?
I don't give a fuck. I'm not an entertainer.
You are an
I'm not
entertainer, Jinx. This is
Woo! Don't want to talk about my sex life. I do not.